Are you really listening when God is speaking to you? Or are you so caught up in the noise of life that you're missing the most important voice? God doesn't always speak in obvious ways, and sometimes we fail to recognize His signs because we're too busy looking for something dramatic. But what if I told you that there are shocking signs God is talking to you right now, and you're not even noticing? The truth is, God speaks to us in ways that are often hidden in plain sight, and if you're not careful, you might miss it. First, one of the most unexpected signs that God is trying to get your attention is when you start feeling an overwhelming sense of discomfort or unease about a decision or path you're on. You may think it's just your conscience, but God's Spirit is nudging you, warning you. When Jonah tried to flee from God's calling, he was met with a storm that nearly destroyed him. That feeling of unease isn't random. It's God's way of signaling that something needs to change. Second, have you ever had something happen to you repeatedly that makes you pause and think, this can't be a coincidence? That's God working behind the scenes, trying to get your attention. You might be hearing the same Bible verse over and over in different places, or maybe someone randomly says something that resonates with you deeply, and it feels like it's meant just for you. In 1 Samuel 3, God called Samuel 3 times before he finally realized it was God speaking to him. These signs are not accidents. They're divine whispers meant to guide you. Third, God speaks to us through other people, sometimes even in the most unexpected ways. Maybe you're scrolling through social media or having a casual conversation with someone, and suddenly you hear something that strikes you in the core. It's like God is using that person as a vessel to deliver a message to you. Remember how God used the prophet Nathan to confront King David about his sin? Don't ignore the people in your life who might unknowingly speak words that change the course of your day or even your life. Another shocking sign that God is speaking to you is when you start noticing a shift in your desires. If you've been living for yourself, consumed with worldly things, and suddenly your heart longs for something more meaningful, that's a sign of God's presence in your life. God promises in Philippians 2:13, not a KJV, "For it is God which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure, that he works in us, both to will and to act according to his purpose." If you're feeling convicted to act differently, to seek purity or holiness, this isn't just a random feeling, it's God moving in your heart, pulling you closer to him. Finally, sometimes God speaks to us through a quiet, persistent thought that just won't go away. It's the still, small voice that you can't shake, no matter how hard you try to ignore it. It might be telling you to forgive someone, to change your life's direction, or to step out in faith. In 1 Kings 19:12, KJV, "And after the earthquake, a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire, and after the fire, a still small voice." God wasn't in the mighty wind, earthquake, or fire. He was in the gentle whisper. If you've been hearing that whisper, it's time to stop and listen. These signs are often subtle, but that doesn't mean they're less important. God is speaking, but are you listening? Don't wait for the next big sign or the dramatic moment. God is already trying to get your attention in ways that are both powerful and personal. If you want to know God's will, you have to stop and listen to the whispers, the nudges, and the quiet signs He's giving you right now. God is always talking. The question is, are you ready to hear? Don't ignore this.